you want it.
Stop it, I like it.
So it's like, I don't want to let go, but I want to hold it. But I'm not ready to hold on.
Or I don't know if I want it, but I want to hold on to it, but I don't know if I want to let it go.
Stay one lane. Let the thunder that will fire you know where it's coming from.
Hi guys, welcome back again to another episode of the Clarity Department.
You're welcome, guys.
If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are a returning customer, láti mi kò yé mi but welcome. It's so good to have you again.
Hi guys, you're welcome.
Thank you guys. Thank you for sticking by us.
Yep.
What am I talking last week?
He said straight to me.
Shout
Is it not you?
Shout.
Okay, so I think we just decided to. Not I think, Jerry. I don't know. I only say I think. But today,
at the time, every young person in Nigeria or in the world says like and I think.
I mean, it's a common
Slang.
Our feelings,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So today, let's talk about people that say that they are not ready, but they give ready vibes.
Or they do ready things.
Yes, and all. So that's all. Just the dicey, one of the things that the creative department is all about is not just to talk about topics and talk about the surface, but to talk about them, the in betweens that we don't talk about, right? So these are conversations that people don't really talk about.
Yeah, or they just kind of happen inside us
Yes.
and that's just it.
Yeah, so you say that you're not ready, but you're doing things that is giving like, oh, you want it.
Stop it, I like it.
So it's like, I don't want to let go, but I want to hold it. But I'm not ready to hold on.
Or I don't know if I want it, but I want to hold on to it, but I don't know if I want to let it go.
Stay one lane. Let the thunder that will fire you know where it's coming from. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a heavenly thunder, don't worry.
I'm sorry.
It's
the thunder that will
I can't promise you that it will be nice, but it's a heavenly thunder and it's for your betterment.
You will hear the voice of God with thunder.
It's for your betterment.
But
if you hear the thunder, it's for your betterment. Because when God chastises people, it's for their betterment. So you need to change. Anyway, it's you are talking to this today. And also talking to whoever has dealt with that or whoever has been there before. Right? Why do you want to turn somebody's son to your assistant boyfriend? Actually, I just remember you didn't have a boyfriend in the first place, so you want to use him to the interim boyfriend.
The person is
interning.
You're not ready for relationship, but you want to have something that gives you like a little vibes of.
Let's not be like you are lonely. Let's not be like you are alone. You know how
you're intending for a relationship.
Yeah, but you're how in a company they will employ the intern. After the intern done like 1 year, we no longer need your services. You are not the problem. It's not you, it's me. One thing like that. But you have used the intern for the work, and you've gotten it at a more affordable rate. Even if an intern is not, you still can compare an intern to a full-time employee. Like in terms of there's still some things that you don't get from an intern, but you've gotten value of an employee in your office. Right? And now you told the person to go. So that's it. You are getting value from people. You are either using people as emotional cushions.
Yeah.
Most of the time that's what it is. Or you are getting value that should be gotten in a relationship, but without those of you that are friends, only people are saying that, oh, that person is just my friend. Oh, that guy, he's just my friend. Oh, he's just my friend. He's just my friend. He's just my friend. But you are using him to do more than what boyfriend did. The only difference is that
you have
because you are not married to him, or the title is not there. You are not sleeping with the brother, and you don't have his ring on your finger. And I mean, like, yeah, again, title is not there. Why are you doing that? Why? It's not okay. Like, your Bible saying, "Go to Banije."
You don't, yeah, you don't smell it.
That
What
means
you're
like,
saying,
yeah,
but you
what you're
don't
not
smell
ready to
it.
eat, don't smell, like, don't try and perceive it. Don't, oh my god, it smells like, what does it smell like? You don't want to eat it, right? So, yeah, and even for guys as well, the opposite of that is people, guys also just because you are used to hunting and because you are used to talking to babes, just talk to babes. Like it's so normal to you, just talk to babes. Forgetting that there's going to be a commitment that will follow it, right? And then, but we just can't be alone. Why can't you be alone? Why can't you be the one singing to God by yourself? For yourself to yourself. Why can't you focus on your friendships? Why can't you focus on your loved ones, your siblings? Why? Why can't you focus on your work? Why must there be somebody? Why can't you be single? You know? Why can't you be single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so when we talk about it's if you're not ready, right? And the truth is, it's okay not to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
So because one of the things that we need to accept, because I think that in this generation, when a lot of women make it look like, oh, when you probably have a conversation with a guy and he says that, oh, he's not ready, we make it look like, oh, he's an unserious person.
No,
he's not an unserious person.
That's even the honest person.
Yes. So there are times that, oh, you're not just ready for it, and it's okay to be truthful, knowing that you don't just have capacity for a relationship right now, you don't have capacity for commitment right now. So nobody is hounding you for not being ready. But what I'm just trying to say is that, so if you have said that you're not ready for it,
You that you know that you are not ready. Sorry guys, when I speak about when something is paining me. But you that you know, you've made up your mind, you've thought about it, you are aware that you are not ready. So how did you get into that conversation with them for them to call you a serious person?
Yes. No, so the part of people calling you an unserious person, right? It's just like I'm saying from the part of there is a way that generally, without even maybe the person has not done anything yet, right? Because we make it look like, oh, but anyway, but we make it look like, oh, for example,
it's like what's the scenario in which that conversation will come off? It's mostly
about that you're not ready. You are already
maybe you had already spoken to somebody, or you had already started a conversation with somebody, and then you are now saying that you are not ready.
Or like you're moving in a sort of like a vibe.
This was not even moving. People also have conversations. They go ahead with you. Oh, I like you. I like you. I like. Okay, you like me. What are we supposed to do with liking? Like, where are we going with the liking? Do you understand? But you don't have a destination because you are not ready for that end goal. So it's like, why did you start the conversation or let's like each other? Or why did we start it? Like, what are we doing here? What did we come here to do? You get? So that's why sometimes that tag of seriousness comes up. Except you are saying that the regular thing that people do where they're just like, oh, maybe if a guy is saying he's not ready and people just suddenly assume that the guy is unserious.
Yeah, because I think I'm coming from that part first. Like,
oh, a guy always has to think about marriage or always has to be ready for marriage.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm coming from that part first. Then I'm now saying that, so if you already have your mind that, oh, I'm not ready for this, then do not start moving.
Yes, don't move. Don't ask anybody else.
Way that
don't if you don't ask somebody else, you won't die. I promise you, try it.
You're doing even without asking the person out, but you're taking some certain actions and steps that is looking like, oh, you want more, right? Okay. For example, you're going to go and drive the girl to the lady to the office, or going to go and pick her, or you're dropping her at home after church, or you're walking the person somewhere.
And it's every night.
It's like a hair, you understand? So don't be moving that way if you know that you're not ready, even without even having the conversation first. Right, because there are people that move that way. The conversations when you now have the conversations with them, they now tell you that, oh, they are not ready, right? So it's because you've been moving in a certain way that brings up that conversation and all that. Oh, what are we doing and all of that. So if you already know yourself that you're not ready, lead yourself. So it's a thing of leading yourself. right.
Yeah,
So
I'm
lead
not
yourself
ready.
right.
What
You've
is
made
the
your decision.
discipline for the decision that I have made? What is the discipline for it? What is the way to live, according to the decision? So like a guy that knows that he's not ready for a relationship shouldn't be talking. And why are you flirting? Now let's remember that we're talking about children of God. Five people will come now. Children of God. So like as a guy that
Has the
has
fear of God.
fear of God, that God is not fearing him, right? If you know that you're not ready for a relationship, don't don't just be simple
Yes.
and enjoy it. Do you get, like, focus on yourself, focus on fitness, go to the gym.
Still I go to gym.
Yeah, go to the gym.
Exert the energy or something else,
do
right?
skincare. You don't have to. It's not everybody you just can you see.
Oh my
It's not everybody you just say, oh hi, beautiful. Beautiful that what? Beautiful that what? Or someone that you don't know, someone that is not your friend, someone that is not your sister.
Yeah.
Why? So I feel like it's just that you are used to. It's like as if you don't ask a babe out, or if you don't even wine babe small, you will not know whether you still have it. But there are also another second, because now we've talked about, and also we're talking about guys because like guys are again
they are
the
the
country
initiator.
where
That's
guys
yes.
initiate mostly. Let's not say guys are the initiator, because before they come forward, it's possible that maybe they don't want guys to be the initiators. But what we're most conversant with is that guys are the initiators, right? So that's why we spoke to that. But there's now the fraction of people who, both of them, they know they are not ready for a relationship. But because it feels like emotions are high, oh my God, I love you, I can't do without you, oh my God, where have you been all my life? Oh my God, like, oh yeah, I really enjoy how much time I spend with you and all of that. They then go into a relationship that they don't have business in, people right? So first it, and later we will not be saying stories that touch. It's not even me. It's not it's my mutual. It was a mutual conversation. It was a mutual conversation, but somebody's cursing you. So
saying that,
yeah, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, so even before even relationship, like for example, I'm like, when you know that, because I had this situation like that where the excuse the person that gave was that, oh, I was ready for commitment, oh, this and that, and so many excuses. And I was just like,
You're not ready
you
for
knew
commitment.
some
Why
of the
did you try
excuses,
to get
some of the excuses he
people
gave.
that
I
are
was
for
like,
commitment
from the
get it?
beginning, you know, if you
How
from the
somebody say
beginning,
they were not ready for
there were things
commitment?
that has been obvious in the beginning that
Mhm.
you could have said no in the beginning, but you kept on and you were now later you were now giving that as an excuse. It's a very flimsy excuse, and I think that everything, this all
No,
if you are
I'm sorry. I'm about to get upset. Okay, so what do you think they will do there? They will not do commitment. What will they
I
do?
don't know. I'm just trying to. That's where I
Community.
think. That's where.
Hey,
My God. Not correct.
no, so like explain it to me.
I think that's where, when we're not talking about oh God, I've lost my train of thought.
Commitment. This person that said that they are not ready, that they were not ready for commitment.
I mean,
a flimsy excuse.
Very, very, very flimsy, because what do you mean? That's what we're not talking about. People that they don't want to commit, but they want to
get
hold
the
on.
benefits of,
and or probably they see you, they like you, they see that you're a very good person, but in themselves they know that, oh, they're not ready for this
what you
commitment
need
at all. But they don't want to let you guys know, so they want to like.
Are you a
They want to like,
wizard?
oh, I just want to like keep something with this person. Then from there, we can now maybe later when I'm not ready, we just plunge into it. Oh, yeah, no.
Hey, Lẹ́kan, Aramide.
No, they were calling it.
I don't know. I have to with you.
Please, I don't know where she got those names from. I'm not part of this apology.
If you are the one, stop it too.
I mean, so I think that the whole conversation just boils down to leading yourself, right? see, we're all responsible people. I believe we're all adults.
Yes.
And you know the things that if you're not ready to eat up, if someone is trying to offer you food, you
That
know
you
that
don't like.
you don't want to.
Do you know the funny thing is you might
know how
even
to say
like
no.
the food, but you know that it's
Or you're
detrimental to
fasting.
your
Even
health.
let's
Okay, it's not detrimental. Like you're fasting.
you're fasting.
Exactly.
You know
It's
you're
not
not
time for
supposed
you
to
to
eat.
eat.
It's not time for you to eat yet.
But it's food that you like.
And they're serving food for you, and you're like, you have to say, no, I'm not ready to eat now. You can't say that, oh, because I like the food. I know it's not time yet, but let me eat more out of it, or let me carry it and let me put it beside me and just be smelling it, so that when it's not time, you will eat that food before time comes.
Yes, you finish it. You clean the plate. If you're not careful, while you're licking the plate, it's my break. And that's the challenge. Because that's the problem. When
You spoil,
yes,
and the thing is, you spoil it. And I think all of us also need to now start recognizing seasons. Well, as Christians, right? Because I get it. That's why I said that it's okay not to be ready. For example, sometimes you discern that this is not the season for it, right? And sometimes God just brings some people that are good round your way, right? But some of us, because we don't know how to steward those relationships, we mess it up. Right? So people that you could have just kept them as friends, have your boundaries and all of that, and not spoil things with, uncertainty, lack of clarity, and all of that. So, but you went all the way and you've spoiled it now.
And how do you want to get back to?
You can't. And maybe that person is very instrumental in your
Yeah.
destiny. They were supposed to stay with you longer than that, but because you've defined the relationship, wrongly in seasons.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are seasons that you should not get into. Oh, sorry, I will give an example. I mean, God told me, oh, don't awaken love before it's time. Right? But then, stronger than went ahead. Anyways,
And just piggyback on that, just let you know that when you think that your emotions are leading you, you're like, oh my god, I'm helpless. Maybe it's just my emotions, and I just should be like this person. Do you know that that's also disobedience?
Yes.
Like, let's just know now.
You are in control of it, and funny enough, I'm a picture of that. And you're in control of your emotions. Like you can actually control your emotions. So your emotions are not in control of you. So everything
says, like if you feel like, oh, you're not in control, like not bad, then ask God to help you.
Yeah,
you can. But what are the systems that you're also putting in place?
And sometimes I think that let's take it a little bit more spiritual. For example, when God now brings you into seasons and brings someone around you, you discover that, oh, this person seems like a very good person.
Yeah.
I like this person. But you know that this is not the season for it. I think that's the point, that you've gotten the instruction that this is not the season for it. But most times we now want to run with that instruction in our own flesh.
Yeah.
And so we get to understand that we actually run a wrong path. Right? So one of the things that we need to learn to do as Christians is that God has opened the season to you, brought some people around you, is to go back to the God who gave you an instruction and ask him how to steward that season.
Exactly.
We don't know how to we don't know how to ask God on how
we
to
think
that
we know what to do, or
I can undo it. See that I can undo it.
Hey. It will wound you.
Yeah.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and in all your ways. Acknowledge.
Lean not on your own understanding.
Yes. It's a real thing. Like I always say that everything that is in the scripture is written for a purpose. Like God didn't just feel like gisting. Like those things didn't happen because God just felt like writing a story.
Yes.
They are supposed to guide us, So that it's important, like something as little as that.
Yeah, and consistently going back to God.
Yeah,
sometimes we just go back to God once.
It's true. What God said and what God is saying.
Yes, because
constantly in His presence, asking Him like,
what's the next thing? What's going on? How is it supposed to happen?
Or maybe like you feel like, oh, I'm not even ready. Like personally, I feel like I'm not ready for.
But this person is around.
But this person is around. And this person is a I don't want person. To lose them. Yes. Because it's real. It happens to us. Like it feels like,
and you find out that God is actually going to give you wisdom that could have helped you.
Yeah, but if you try and do it yourself, you mess it up. Instead of you to go back to God and say, God, like, how do I manage this? I'm burning with desire for this person. I'm burning with emotions for this person. What do I do? The Holy Spirit can lead you literally to a YouTube channel that can just change it and direct. The Holy Spirit can, you also open your mind to scriptures that are pretty much like a template for what it is that we're going through. So this is not to say that it's not a real thing that we struggle with, where it's like maybe I'm not supposed to be with this person, but just because they are really good, I just want to keep them for myself. Maybe because sometimes there's the scarcity mindset. Sometimes people are just sometimes
if I don't take this step now,
opportunity and I don't find
and all of
somebody
that.
else as great as this, or you think that because it's the first time you are meeting somebody as great as that in all your adult life, then you think that they must be once in a lifetime, you're not going to come again. And you are a child of God, somebody who quotes Psalm 23, Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. I shall not want. So you cannot want man or woman that is supposed to be your helpmate, that's supposed to be your partner as well. So if God is telling you don't be with them now, or if God is even saying don't be in any relationship, and the same God brings somebody that is great and good around you, then he knows what he's doing. He knows that is the best way that relationship can profit you. So stay there, take the lessons.
The funny thing now, Adam and Eve, right? The knowledge of the tree of good and evil. The Bible said when Eve saw the fruit and the serpent came, the Bible says that it was desirous to eat, right? God had already given them a limitation of you should not eat.
But
it didn't become that tree has always been desirable.
Yes, it didn't become a tree that if you see it will be ugly. A tree that if you see it, oh my God, it's bad vibes.
So it has always been that. Right? So it was around them.
It was
but
desirable.
The devil just had to just lure them out of the instructions of God, out of the boundaries, and because we're just trying to say to people that it's okay, right? Because we know that there are some people that just fall into it,
maybe
unknowingly, right? Like me, like this. So you just walk into it because you not. So we're just trying to help you to if God has given you this instruction that you're not supposed to, he has given you a boundary for the season. Stay in that boundary. I know that maybe that's the time that you will be desiring relationship at that, because that's the thing about it is when God says that you should not do certain things, that thing that he says you should not do will now be calling you, and also
I find myself
not doing
things I don't want to do. I find myself doing them. Because Paul said that. Also, apart from that, you also know that the devil is like a roaring lion that
always coming to his life. Did God really say? Because that's what he said. He said, did God really say?
That's what happened
questioning what God has told
and your conviction.
And so the devil might come to you like, did God really say that you should not date? Right? Or you can start, just talking.
There's even there's even a typical example, right? This one it might even be in another episode about disobedience. And but obedience being better than sacrifice, right? But there's the bit where God tells you to do something, or God tells you, that person is not for a relationship. But suddenly it's like you're burning. It's like, oh my God, I've never felt anything like this before. Bro,
this is so good. This is so nice.
It's not an excuse. The truth still remains that you have disobeyed what God told you. And that's when you see that it will not look like the devil, and you will not want to say, it's the devil, because somebody self can tell you, or you that you know that God has told you something, and you heard the instruction that God has told you, you are allowing another person to
like this story of the prophet and the old prophet and the young prophet, that one that God told him not to pass a certain way when he's coming back.
I can't remember that.
God told there's a there are two, like an old prophet and a young prophet. So God told the young prophet, sent him like more like an and I told him not to pass away back. So I think the old prophet, I really can't typically remember the story very well, but something like that. So the old prophet spoke to him and said, all I just gave now do you mean and passed that way back where God told him not to pass, and the lion killed him. So you get it. You get what we're trying to say. So people can come around you. It can even be people that you actually respect.
That you hold in high esteem.
So, but you're the one that knows the instruction God has given you.
That's why you have to, I mean, if you're at a place where you know that you hear God clearly,
Yeah.
you know, you have to know when God has told you something, because it's not every time that God tells you. When God told Abraham to leave where he is and go to a land he showed, do you think the people around Abraham not tell Abraham that it's crazy? Do you think they did not tell Abraham that it's crazy? Do you think they not tell Abraham that it's unrealistic?
Yeah.
So if you know that God has told you that it's not time for a relationship, or if you know that you've checked everything, you're like, it's not time for a relationship, which you make some decision without even asking for the person, because it's not based on your timeline, you know, what you think, because you don't know the future, right? So if you have asked, if God has said it's not, you know, the time, or do not be with this person, like
Yes.
they're not in your life for that purpose.
Yes.
Don't, yeah. People might be saying, oh, it's just an excuse. People might be saying, oh, giving you the comment like, oh, he's not a serious person.
Yes.
Don't try and prove anybody wrong. Don't try and prove anybody right. Just focus.
They say you're not a serious person. They
No
say that, oh,
problem.
you're just somebody that wants to use okay.
No problem.
It's okay.
No problem. Just
Now you know
go
what
ahead.
God don't tell you.
You get, like, you know what God has told you. You are following it through.
And even if it has nothing to do with
even on the days when you are doubting,
anything, yeah,
you can go back and pray. If you know that you need to heal as well, and you don't need to be in a relationship, right? Because again, if you need to heal, that you should be in a relationship.
yes,
You need to do that on your own. But there's also the fact that people are not used to being alone, so it's like, oh, this person goes and then the next person comes and give yourself breathing space. That's
another thing.
I've done that
like,
thing before.
sorry, I see something wrong in people that, you know, from one relationship to another.
Like,
no,
as you were leaving one like this, you entered another one. Eh?
Yeah.
Like, how do you even get over? Like,
You're not breathing. You don't want to breathe.
Maybe they are not the poor. maybe they are not the poor, so you don't need to let the poor.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's like, if we're being honest, even people that have done it and have succeeded at it, you know that. Come and tell them now, if you are watching this, you tell them in the comment section that the first few months of their relationship will be rocky. Yes. It will be rocky, and I don't know that you necessarily have to go through that process. Yeah. Because, like, for what? You know, I've done it before and I ended up breaking somebody's heart. And if I have a record of ever breaking somebody's heart, it's just one person. And from that, I think about it, and there was a day that I talked about it and I realized that there were some things I heard this person say, and I realized that I made that person their here. And I cried because I was like, because I then now realized, it wasn't that I had thought about it, and then I realized that it was a spiral of these wrong decisions, from one relationship to another relationship 2 weeks after, to another relationship to another relationship. So I didn't allow myself, like, I didn't give myself breathing space for healing. I was hurting and hurting and hurting and hurting and hurting people and hurting everybody. So it's like, just because I couldn't wrap my head around the fact that I can be single. Yeah, there was that, and there was also the part where I was like, oh, me too, I have to get this away. I will show. But it was more that I didn't understand how to be single and happy being single, and realize that, okay, yeah, I have to be single to recalibrate, you know, to get myself back, to evaluate what has this hurt done to me. Okay, to also, because, like, it's different stages. You go through the shock of it's the ship capsizing.
Yes. You
go through the pain from realizing, because you might even go through denial, because you are constantly there hoping that, oh no, something will come out of it. Oh no, it will change his mind. Oh no, she will change her mind. Oh no, something will change. Then you get, from that denial, you get to the place where you accept it. That's another level of pain for you. Then from there, then that's when you now begin to, you've said that, you've accepted it, and you've admitted that this is what has happened, that has happened. Now I need to move on. Then you now begin to work your way back to yourself, that you know. It's very important. So please, if you are not ready emotionally, financially, physically, you know, don't start it, because if you start it, you cannot tell the person you're not ready.
You're not ready. Yes.
That would be very
That's
wrong
very
of you.
irresponsible of you as
Very
well.
irresponsible.
Because I
Yes.
think you should have known your heart from the beginning that you were not
I think
ready
people don't
for
sit down
things.
with themselves
To
think,
think and analyze and know what they are
analyze.
actually
People
truly
just
ready
go
for.
with it.
Right.
You
I
can't
think
live your
the
life
beauty of the joy or the enthusiasm of being in a relationship gets most of us and come. But the truth is, if you look deep down, you see that you're not ready for one. Right. So we're just trying to say that to just wrap this up, that in all of this, right, it's okay not to be ready. But be very responsible for yourself, be very responsible for your actions. If you know that this is the stage that you are, or maybe by instruction, or maybe by state of yourself, your mind, and all of that, and you know that you're not ready for commitment and all. So it is okay to learn to lead yourself, right? I'm reiterating that, that lead yourself well. It is actually a very key part, because before you can lead others, you need to learn to lead yourself well. If you lead yourself well, you won't lead people into the ditch, because you yourself you're not walking into the ditch, right? So, but if you're walking into the ditch, then that means you're really not leading yourself well, right? So, lead yourself well in an appropriate way. No, you know the things that you want, you know the things that you don't want to do. So, just keep yourself. It might not be easy, it might be enticing to want to like get into a relationship and all of that, but you know that this is not the time for it. I'm not ready for it, and I'm going to be responsible enough to say that no, this is not the time for it. I'm not going to do things that will make it look as if, oh, I know I'm not ready, but I'm trying to like you're trying to like play to
you can't be lukewarm.
Yes, you can't. Yeah,
Are you hot?
you're either hot or you're either cold, so you can't be in the middle. So don't be on the fence, right? So that's what we're just trying to say to it.
We love you so much. We know it's hard sometimes, but this is just giving you a good talk.
Yes.
Supporting you, but also
You'll be alright. The time you
you'll be
call,
fine.
I mean,
The peace you experience in single, or knowing, like being single in your mind, and in that state is better than experiencing. When you're not entered relationship, there will be too much stress, and you'll be like, oh, what's the point? Chances like you feel like that's at high. So enjoy what God wants to lead you to.
yes.
This period.
Enjoy each season that you are in. Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening once again.
Bye.
Thank you. Like, share.
Oh, I'm not ready to go. Sorry that I said bye. But like,
share,
share,
and subscribe.
We'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Guys.